Hi everyone, I'm Nicola from YHM, the Yoga and Hypnobirthing Midwife, and today we're going to do a pregnancy Yin Yoga class. So Yin Yoga is traditionally where we hold the postures for a little bit longer. So instead of maybe using more of a vinyasa style, a flow sequence, we hold each position for longer. And the whole actually thinking behind this class is we're going to try and really connect to our breath today and deepen our breathing. And we can actually take that skill forward with us into labour as well. So we're going to hold each posture for a bit longer, relax into it with our breath, and use that skill ready for our labour as well, which can really help us stay more calm and relaxed for a lovely labour too. So nothing fancy you need today. Feel free, you can just grab a pillow if you like, just for a couple of the postures where we're laying down on our backs, and for a quick relaxation at the end as well, but it's not essential. So let's get started. So we're going to start in a cross-legged position today. Lovely, and we're going to first release some tension from the neck. So to do that, we'll bring the right hand over to the left ear, inhale, and exhale, and start to gently pull the right ear down towards the right shoulder. And with Yin Yoga, really, you don't want to start at your maximum. So you pull it all the way down straight away, it's harder to sustain it. So instead, come where it's still comfortable for you. And then you can gently release and try and deepen it with every exhale you take, just a little bit by little bit. And here we're going to close the eyes and start to deepen the breath. So deep inhales through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And as you exhale, you can gently apply a little bit more pressure with that right hand to elongate that stretch through the left side of the neck. So relaxing into each stretch today, each posture we do, using the breath to relax into it. This one's lovely at releasing tension through the neck. We often hold a lot of tension here we're not even aware of. This could be a lovely stretch to do at the end of the day. Maybe after you finish work or before bed. Lovely, one more breath here. Slowly release the hand and release the neck. And we'll just do the same on the other side now. So left hand now to the right ear, inhale. Exhale, gently pulling the neck down towards the opposite shoulder. And again, closing the eyes as well here if you like. Starting where it still feels comfortable for you, just a gentle stretch. Come back to deepen your breath. And when you're ready, you can gently apply a little bit more pressure with the left hand this time. Gently bringing that left ear further down towards the left shoulder. And the nice thing about Yin Yoga is there's no rush, so you haven't got to get to a certain place with your posture, but just relax into it. So use your breath to guide you. Gently relax into each posture. Lovely, few more deep breaths here. One more breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Lovely, bring it back to centre and releasing the hand. Lovely. We'll do a side stretch now. So we'll plant the left hand beside the left hip. We're going to inhale the right arm up to the ceiling. And then exhale, bend at the elbow, so tucking the elbow in towards the side of the body, releasing gently over to a side stretch. So again, not starting at your maximum here, starting nice and gentle. So a really gentle stretch over to the side. Again, closing the eyes as well here. And then bring that focus back to your breath when you're ready. Deep inhales in, long exhales out. And then gradually you can start to deepen that stretch. So bend the elbow further in towards the body and stretch that right hand further over towards the left. Nice and gentle, no rush. Using your exhale to guide you further into the stretch. Always bring the focus back to our breath. This is what can guide us through labour. It's the tool of our breath to help relax us and calm us and guide us through each contraction, each surge that we have, guide us through it. Lovely. Seeing if that exhale can extend that side stretch a little bit more. And if you start to feel a bit of tension here, see if you can breathe further into it. We're nearly done here, just a few more breaths, stick with it if you can. And lovely, last one, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And coming slowly up to centre and releasing and swapping sides now, planting the right hand, inhaling the left hand up. Slowly exhale, start to bend that elbow and releasing over to the opposite side. Closing the eyes when you're ready. And again, bring that focus back to your breath. Slowing it down as much as you can. And yogi's choice whether to exhale back through the nose or the mouth, whatever feels more comfortable and natural to you. There's no right or wrong. And then gently, as you exhale, releasing further into that side stretch. And only gently releasing further into it. We don't want to go too far, it's not sustainable. So gently releasing into that side stretch. And if you start to feel a bit of resistance, a bit of discomfort, deepen your breath. You always have the option to come out of it and come back into it if you like. Lovely, a few more deep breaths here. Stick with it if you can. Lovely, one more breath here. Inhale into centre and releasing and opening the eyes. Lovely, perfect. We're going to open through the chest now. You can stay as you are. I'll just turn to the side so you can see me better. So this is still comfortable. You can stay in a cross-legged position, or option to come and sit onto the heels and even place a pillow in between the buttocks and the feet as well to make it a bit more comfortable. Lovely. So all we're going to do here is gently walk. We'll start on the fingertips. Walk with the hands slightly behind the hips. We're going to roll the shoulders forward, up and down to open through the chest. And then inhale, we're going to look up to the ceiling and arch through the spine. And I'll just show you when you've got your eyes open. So option as always, so start nice and gentle. An option to walk the hands slightly further back and increase the arch through the spine and opening the chest, but starting slowly first. So start with the hands fairly close to the body, looking up towards the ceiling and closing the eyes. Nice deep breaths. And again, choose what feels more natural for you. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose or the mouth, whatever feels more natural for you. The key is to slow down that breathing as much as you can. Option here to extend that chest opening here, so walk the hands further away and even coming down onto the palms as well. So this is great at releasing tension through the shoulders, opening the chest and releasing tension through the spine as well. Relaxing into the stretch, into the opening of the chest. Lovely, well done. A few deep breaths here. Option to come out of it if you need to, or if you can, try to breathe through any resistance you begin to feel by deepening the breath. One more breath in. And slowly, slowly walk the hands back in and bring the hands forward. Lovely. We're going to do a child's pose now. So slowly coming over into all fours position. As always, there's options. And this will really depend on what stage of pregnancy we're at as well. So to begin with, we're going to bring the knees as wide as the mat and sit back on the heels. Now, if we're quite late in pregnancy and got quite a large, lovely bump in front of us, we're not going to come too far forward over. So you can just bring the hands slightly in front of the body and release the head over, so chin to chest, and relax over through the upper spine as well, so curving the spine and pushing the waist slightly back. An option to stay here, or if perhaps you're earlier in pregnancy, you might want to walk the hands further forward and come into a full child's pose and release the forehead towards the mat. So again, there's no right or wrong. Another option, all the options today, is to use, if you've got a yoga bolster, of course you can use it, but even just a pillow, so either as it is or you can roll it over too, and you can use this as a bit of support for your forehead as well. So you're not going to come all the way down, you can use this to gently rest your forehead on and have the palms extended out in front of you. Or you can flatten the pillow here as well. So choose your option depending on what stage of pregnancy you're at and comfort levels for you today. So knees as wide as the mat, and then slowly as we next exhale, we're going to bring the hands forward, choosing your position, and then either tucking the chin to the chest or relaxing the forehead towards your yoga mat. And again, we'll be holding here for a minute or so. And relaxing into this posture. And here we're going to try a new breathing technique now. So we're going to count our breathing. And the aim is to extend our exhalation. So making it longer than our inhale. So to do this, we're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. Now, if those numbers don't work for you and it needs to be shorter or longer, then choose whatever number works for you and is comfortable for you. So this is just an example. So we're going to try this now. So we're going to inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if that counting worked for you, then carry on. So breathing in for 4 and out for 6. If you found that too long or too short, feel free to modify it to whatever works for you, but try and make your exhale longer than your inhale. And just use that technique now for a few more breaths and releasing into that child's pose. So maybe walking your hands a little bit further forward, or tucking your head, your chin further in towards your chest, or releasing the forehead further towards the ground. If you want to increase the stretch in the shoulders, you can walk the palms closer together. But using that breathing technique now to extend your exhalation more than your inhalation and relax into your child's pose. Just holding this for a little bit longer, you're nearly done. Lovely. One more round of breathing now. Lovely. Slowly walking the hands back in towards the body. Lovely, well done. We're going to come down onto our backs now, so moving the pillow behind you if you like. And slowly making your way down onto your back. So if you're a bit later in pregnancy, feel free to bring your knees to the side. Walk your hands down towards the ground and then gently roll onto your back. Lovely. So we can use that nice pillow for a head, make it a little bit more comfortable for us, why not? We're going to start with the butterfly pose. So walking the feet in towards the buttocks. And exhale, I'm going to allow the knees to drop out to the side. So this one's called butterfly pose. So option here, if it feels too much, then bring the feet further away from the body. And if you want to increase the stretch, then you can bring the feet in towards your body. So choose what's right for you. But same as always, we're not going to force the knees towards the ground. We're going to, as we exhale and drop the knees, stay where they naturally fall. So no forcing it today. And we're going to bring the palms to our bumps, to our babies. And then again, closing the eyes. And again, we're going to use that same breathing technique now. So in for 4 and exhaling for 6, or adjusting those numbers if you need to for what works best for you. We'll hold this again for a minute or so and just use that deep breathing to guide you through it. And see if your body will gently release as you relax into the exhale. So not forcing anything today. But naturally, the longer we hold the posture, the more our body will relax into it. There's many benefits to being relaxed or feeling more relaxed during labour. So the more relaxed our body is, the more efficiently the muscles of the uterus will work, and the more efficient and effective each contraction is. And that can generally mean that we have shorter labours and more comfortable labours as well. So if we can practice our deep breathing and different breathing techniques and relaxations in pregnancy can be really beneficial to your labour too. Okay, so bringing your focus to your breath and counting your inhale now and extending your exhale. And then just naturally feeling your body relaxing, releasing into the posture today as you focus on your breathing. If your mind starts to wander, that's okay, it will do that. Just bring your focus back on your breath and back to your counting exercise. Amazing, just a few more rounds. Allowing the knees to naturally fall towards the ground and the hips releasing. Lovely. As you next finish your exhalation, gently inhale and gently bring the knees back together. Lovely. We're now going to walk the feet out to the edge of the mat and allow the knees to just relax inwards. So you might not come to complete together touching, but just allow them to relax inwards. It's just a nice counter pose after we've been holding butterfly pose. So again, closing the eyes. We'll just take a few breaths here. Lovely, well done. And bringing the knees back to neutral and walking the feet back in towards the body. Lovely. We're going to do a bridge pose now. So we're going to bring the palms to the side of the body. Again, closing the eyes, it can help us to connect to our breath a bit more with our eyes closed. For this one, we're going to inhale and bring the hips gently off the ground. Now to start with, we're only going to bring them just off the ground, so not very high at all. So again, it's bringing it back to not go into our maximum straight away, but allowing our body to release into the stretch. So just hovering the hips just off the ground. And then relaxing into our deep breathing again. So if you found that counting exercise beneficial, you can carry on with that. Or if it didn't work for you, then feel free to just breathe deeply. And again, just finding if you find it more natural to breathe out through the mouth or the nose. And as we next inhale, we're going to see if we can rise the hips up towards the ceiling a little bit more. So this one, we might feel this one in our glutes especially. We might feel it in our legs as well. So when you start to really feel it, when you start to think, oh my goodness, that's feeling quite intense on the body, try and breathe through it. If you feel any pain at all, then come out of the posture. Don't push through the pain. The more that you can feel that it's really working, you can feel it in the glutes and the legs, then breathe deeper into it. And this is the technique that we can take forward into our labour. When we have our contractions and our surges, it's important to breathe deeply into it. And again, inhale to lift the hips further towards the ceiling. Amazing, well done. Breathe into it, hold with it if you can, stay with it. And just one more time, inhale, lift the hips even higher if you can. Amazing, well done. One more deep breath. And then slowly exhaling, slowly bring the spine back to the ground, vertebra by vertebra, nice and slowly. Lovely, well done. And again, we're just going to walk the feet out now to the edge of the mat and relax the knees inwards. I think we earned it after that one. Bridge pose can be a little bit more intense on the thighs and the glutes. Lovely. Just a couple of breaths here. Lovely, and then walking the feet back to centre. Lovely. Going to release through the hips now. So walk the feet out slightly. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to drop the knees over towards the right. The key is here to have the feet a bit further away, so there's a little bit of a gap between the knee and the foot, if that makes sense. If they're too close together, we don't get the same stretch. But having said that, if you're in this position that feels a bit too intense on this hip here, then you can walk the feet a bit closer together. So finding what feels right for you today. And again, not forcing the knees towards the ground, just seeing where they naturally fall. Placing the palms beside the body. Closing the eyes. And this time all together, we're going to try inhaling through the nose. Slowly exhaling through the mouth. And again, trying to lengthen that exhalation. So in labour, we produce the most oxytocin on the exhale. So the oxytocin is known as the love hormone. And this is what we need during labour as well. It's what helps our labour progress. And this is the hormone we produce when we're in our calm, happy state. And this is what we want for labour. So inhaling through the nose. Slowly exhaling through the mouth. Feeling that nice release through the hip. If you want to increase the stretch, then you can place the right foot just on top of the left knee and use that as with an anchor to draw that knee towards the ground. This isn't necessary though, so again, don't force it. Finding what feels good for you today and just gently releasing into the stretch by using your breath. So again, keeping that breathing going in through the nose, out through the mouth. Whenever your mind wanders, which it will, that's perfectly natural. Just bring that focus back to your breath. And feel your body releasing into the posture. Lovely, releasing that foot if you've got it held there. Inhaling the knees back to centre. Then slowly, when you're ready, exhaling, dropping the knees over towards the left now. So again, choosing how far apart the feet are from each other, what feels right for you today. Closing the eyes if they weren't already. And again, inhaling through the nose, slowly exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling as slowly as you can now through the mouth. Releasing into the stretch, feeling that nice release through the hip. And again, option to use that left foot now, just above the right knee, to use it to gently pull it towards the ground, but only if that feels right for you today. The main thing is to breathe into each posture that we do. And gently releasing into it with every exhale that you take. Allowing your body to release into the posture. Lovely, one more deep breath here. And releasing the foot if you had it held there. And inhaling the knees to centre. Lovely, well done. We'll do a release through the hamstrings now, so it'll be our final yin posture for today. So we're going to inhale, I'm going to straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. Now, this is quite an intense stretch on the hamstring, so a couple of options. If you want to be less intense, you can move the leg away from the body. More intense is to move it closer in. Or, option, to bend the knee as well. We don't have to have it completely straight. We can still stretch the hamstring with a bent knee as well. So again, same as always. Choose what feels right for you, and maybe starting with a bent knee and then stretch, straightening it over as we hold the posture. So choosing your position, closing the eyes. And we're going to come back to that same breathing. So in through the nose and slowly out through the mouth. And again, just keeping that going now at your own pace. Slowing that breathing down as much as you can. And if you start to feel a bit of resistance, breathe into it. If you need to come out of it, then come out of the posture. That's not a problem at all. We can build up over time, so please don't force it. And to increase the stretch, we can flex through that foot. And that feels too intense, try stretching and pointing the foot, and then when you're ready, flexing the foot again. Having the palms released by the side of the body. Keeping that focus on your breath, breathing into this position, into the release in the hamstring. Amazing, one more deep breath in. And slowly release, bend the leg back down. Amazing, well done. That one's really intense on the hamstring, so well done for holding that. Okay, swapping sides now. Inhaling, bring the left leg up. Option, straightening through that leg, having a bend in the knee or moving the leg further away from the body. And maybe in time as you exhale, you can work to bring it closer in. So choosing your position, what feels right for you today. If you can, flexing the foot. And again, closing the eyes and relaxing into that breathing. In through the nose. Slowly, slowly out through the mouth. And by slowing down the breath in labour can be really key. So we think surges can last, anything from maybe 30 seconds to a minute. The slower we can breathe through it, the quicker that surge and contraction will seem to pass. So if we're breathing really heavily, it's going to feel like that surge is lasting a long time. Whereas if you can breathe really deeply through it, we may only need to take maybe 4, 5, 6 breaths through each surge. If our breath is very fast, we may be breathing 10, 15 times per surge. So slowing it down can really help. Helps you feel more in control. Helps you feel more calm and relaxed as well, and helps that feeling, that surge to pass quicker. So slowing down that exhalation as much as you can. This will help release oxytocin during labour. And then if you want to, either work into straighten the leg or bring the leg closer in towards the body. As you start to feel it, you think, oh, that's really stretching my hamstring now. Deepen that breath. Breathe into the stretch. You're almost done. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Lovely. One more breath in. Slowly exhaling. See if you can bring that leg closer in towards you. And release. Amazing. Well done. So we're going to come to a very well deserved Savasana now. So we're going to release the legs out along the mat. Release the palms facing up just by the side of the body. And closing the eyes. So to start with, we're just going to allow the breath to return to normal, so not trying to change it in any way. So allowing it to return to normal. Just taking comfort in the fact that there's nothing we need to be doing right now, and nowhere else we need to be. We're just taking this time for yourselves today. And feel free to stay in Savasana if you're a bit later in pregnancy, if you're more than 28 weeks pregnant. And we recommend that you lay on your side instead. If you're less than 28 weeks pregnant, then feel free to just use whatever position is more comfortable for you. On your side or on your back. Just taking a minute to get comfortable here today. Now just observing the breath, so again not trying to change it. Just notice your inhale and notice your exhale. Maybe noticing the cool air as you inhale through the nose and the warmer air leaving the body as you exhale. As you next inhale, just notice your stomach naturally rising towards the ceiling. as you inhale, and it naturally fall back as you exhale. Now just taking a minute or so to connect with your baby today. Maybe placing your right hand over your bump, over your baby, if that feels nice for you. And just taking this moment to connect with your baby. If you're a bit later in pregnancy, maybe noticing any movements, any flutters. Or maybe noticing if your baby is having a sleep. Or if you're earlier in pregnancy before, maybe you're feeling movements. And just bringing your focus, your love, your energy to your baby today. Taking this time to connect with your bump. Congratulating yourselves on your pregnancy. And for taking this time to look after yourself today. Taking this time for your health and your well-being. And just focusing on the sensation of relaxation now. So trying to relax the mind and the body further as you exhale. Each time you exhale, let go of any tension, stress or negativity. And instead feel your body relaxing even further. Whenever your mind starts to wander, just bring your focus back to your breath. Slowly inhaling, deeply exhaling to let go of any tension, stress or negativity. Just letting it all go as you slowly exhale. Lovely, taking 3 more deep breaths like this. And when you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, just gently bringing some movement back to the body. So wiggling the fingers and wiggling the toes. Lovely, we're going to slowly come back onto our sides if you're not there already. So bending the legs one at a time. Just gently rolling on to your left side. Just pausing here for a moment, there's no rush. Pausing on your side for a moment. And then gently, when you're ready, using your hands to bring you back up to a seated position. And then slowly opening your eyes when you're ready. Lovely, excuse my relaxation here. Lovely, thank you so much for joining me for today's Pregnancy Yin Yoga class. I hope that you liked it. Please leave your comments below. If you did like it, then feel free to give it a thumbs up. and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well for lots of free pregnancy yoga videos, relaxations, meditations, and then you can follow up with postnatal yoga too when you've had your beautiful babies. If anyone's interested in hypnobirthing, I teach hypnobirthing one-to-one via Zoom at the moment, and in the future I will be offering classes in person again in Cardiff when it's safe to do so. I've made a separate video all about hypnobirthing, explaining what it is, but basically it's about helping women have and their birth partners to have positive birth experiences by giving them lots of antenatal education, so all the antenatal classes that you need, as well as practicing breathing techniques and relaxation as well to help you have a positive labour and a calm labour too. So if that's something you're interested in, then you can check out my website and have a little watch of my hypnobirthing video on YouTube too. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's class. Any requests, just let me know, and enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you for some more yoga and meditation soon as well. Namaste.